Right, this is a bit dark because obviously the sun's about to come up, but here's our intrepid explorer. Aid on another ridge line. He's always good for a photo, is Aid. Get him up there on the ridge. Doesn't need any second invitations. I've no idea what he's photographing. He's photographing some cruise ship down in Loch, I think. So we've got this nice tree here and this little quarry. I won't repeat what Aid said about it being something Christmas tree. There was a swear word, an expletive before that. But the mountain ranges in the background are just absolutely gorgeous. You've got Ben Lomond there, a bit more Loch Lomond, Aid. All impressive sights, well, apart from Aid, of course. Right, so here we go. Now the sun's come over the top. You can see Aid lit up like a Christmas tree. And all this canyon's lit up quite nice. Top of the trees just getting hit. And you've got some light in the fells down there. Wow. Wow. You want to see what Scotland's about and the views? Just look at this. See these walkers, like squaddies actually with full backpacks on. They're climbing up the side of the cobbler. Just pan out a bit. You can see the sort of zigzag path that they're going up. Zzz, zzz. It's good the way that the light's just hitting them and it's dark where they are. No pain, no gain. Got a proper sweater. Those army boys that we saw going up the hill, managed to catch him. Managed to set myself a little challenge to try and overtake him on the hill and managed to do that, so yeah, it was good. Just look at this now. Where are we going? We're not going up the top of there, I tell you now. It's not doable for me under any circumstances. I'll get a photograph of you though if you do it. I don't think it's yeah, shake hands.
Aye, well done, mate. Second one of those days.
Corbett.
Them poor fucks have got to go and do Ben Eye.
I know, they were just saying that. These Scotties here from Holland, they're going to go and do Ben Eye, which is another Munro, so they've got to go all the way down here and back up again. This kid is nuts. He's just been stood on the top of there. Look at this picture I just got of him. Drop on either side. Ooh. If you're not good with heights, this is a bit of a knee knocker. Ooh. 7.5 hours that's taken. About 17 kilometres according to my phone health app. I don't know how accurate that is, but feels about that far. Yeah, fantastic circular walk that really. Quite steep in a couple of parts, you know, and needs a bit of walking. But yeah, some stunning views from the top. Absolutely gorgeous. The Cobbler. If you haven't done it before, get it on your list. Right, it's the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November. So, our change of activity tonight involves a little trip to Glasgow, and we're going to photograph the biggest firework display in Glasgow. We like fireworks, me and Ed. So we're going to head down there, get some lunch on the way, and then next time you see us we'll probably be in the park, set up, ready to shoot the big boomers. Right, we've had an absolute nightmare tonight trying to find somewhere at the fireworks to get a decent composition, and we've virtually given up. There's that many people, can't get anywhere near anything decent. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a disaster this, I think, but I've got a shot set up from long range with the 70 to 300 on. Not even entirely sure where the fireworks are going to come up, so we'll have to wait and see, but I'll get a bit of video and stuff, and hopefully might be able to manage 1 or 2 shots. Good morning and welcome to downtown Glasgow, and another slight change to our, not change to the schedule, but a change to our type of photography. We've done the mountains, we've done some fireworks, well, one of the two of us did, and now we're going to try and emulate one of our favourite photographers, a well-known Glasgow-based architectural photographer, Billy Currie. Billy is a master, an absolute 6th Dan wizard at architecture and black and white architecture, and some of the favourite shots of his are all down here on the banks of the Clyde, and we're going to go and try and emulate as best we can some of Billy's most spectacular pictures. I've no doubt we will not do half as good a job as his. I'm going to put a link to Billy's pictures that we're trying to take at the bottom of this video, so have a look. He is an absolute genius. So this is the first one that we're going to have a look at, and I'll show you where we're at now. So here we are. This is the Riverside Museum. Yeah, trying to work out roughly where Billy took his shot. Sort of looking along the skyline. We're just looking around the building at the minute, and this is quite cool. We've got all these like golden birch against the silver building. Right, this is where Mr. Curry's shot is pointed, with this using this point in the pavement, and then up to that. Boom! Now this needs the, oh, it's gonna go red. I'm gonna have to get the camera out, get a move on here. Hang on. So look at this now. Got a lovely sunrise reflected in the windows. And you know what I said about it being a black and white all day long? I'm not sure now. I've got my camera, Ed's got his set up there. We've got this anchorage point in the foreground and then this in the background. I'm trying a 4-minute exposure, trying to get these clouds colourful coming over the top. I tried 2 minutes, but it didn't seem long enough. I'm just going 4 minutes to see if it gets any better. Right, we've had a little bit of a wander a little bit further down. There's a nice crane there, but this is what we're here to do. This is the SSE Hydro building. She's quite funky. And over here we've got the Armadillo, which is another funky building. The cloud's a bit better now, it's a bit more even, a bit more consistent, so it'll probably suit long exposure a bit better. So just got to find somewhere to shoot it. Oh God. Hang on. Hang on. Security guard. He's coming over. Aid's getting checked out. He's looking at me, I'm going to get it next. Right, quick. I might need to run here. If you read any of Billy's photo descriptions, he nearly always encourages people to shoot at f8 for optimum quality images. He always tries to get the best technical shot that you can in terms of technical detail. So what I managed to, when I've had this set up at f8 with a 10-stop filter, it was only coming out at about 30 seconds. So I've gone with a 15 stopper, and that's obviously a serious piece of glass, but it's given me a 4-minute exposure. Now unfortunately, when I've just set this one off, the bloody sun's just poured through the clouds, so I had it set up nicely, and this is probably going to be overexposed, so I'm going to have to wait for it to come out now and see what it's like. But I may have to do it again, just waiting for the sun. It's typical, isn't it? You get your exposure set up when it's sort of dull, and then you set it off and the sun comes out. But I've tried a 2-minute exposure as well, but it didn't, I couldn't even adjust in the settings. There wasn't enough blur in the clouds for what I was after really. I want something really blurred. So I'm going to try again at 4 minutes, and then I'll hopefully show you what it comes out like. I think Banksy's equivalent in Glasgow has been making political statements here. 5G is a weapon. Hey! And it comes down to this. Dun, dun, dun. There's been quite a lot of schoolboy errors on this trip. Pretty similar, yeah. Not just me either. Johnny Farty Pants.
Navigation, that's all.
Yeah, just a slight deviation one day. Anyway, we'll not talk about that. What we're here to talk about is me putting myself under a little bit of pressure by forgetting to bring my battery charger for my camera. So I've had 5 batteries, and I'm now down to my last battery at 20%. I've got 1 long exposure in me left. 1. And it'll be flat as a flute. So I'm putting myself under a bit of pressure for the last shot, and what we're going to do, go back to where we started this morning, because the clouds are a lot better now than they were earlier. Much more even coverage. So I'm hoping that going back with me 1 shot in me, I can make up for what I think was a bit of a disappointing shoot this morning. So we're back to the riverside, and let's see how we get on with 1 6-minute exposure. We need to stop dinging that bell.
Battery exhausted.
Battery exhausted. Oh no! It flashed up with the image and then went battery exhausted, so at least I know it saved it, but I can't see it. So I'm going to have to wait like you are until I get it processed at home. That's probably going to be the end of my shooting for this holiday, because I've got no more battery left. And on that note, back to Ed. Dead. Right, we'll catch you later.
Right, that's it then. The end of this trip. Max and Paddy's latest adventure into Scotland. A few different things, some successful, some not. That's the way it goes on these trips. Usually knackered by the time we get back because we've been out all morning and all night. Not too bad on this one. So if you've liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. More subscribers welcome. And until next time, see you later, folks.